Okay, we're out here. We are going to turn the water off so we can connect all of our pipes, our one pipe inside once I splice into it. So let's see if we can get this thing turned. Just got to turn it 90 degrees. Just like that. Now the water, oops, there we go. Now the water's turned off. So let's get back inside and splice into the pipe. Okay, we got the water turned off, so I'm going to splice into this pipe and we will get it all cleaned up and get the other pipe connected and continue on from there. Now I'm going to split it right about here. You can see some water coming out there. That's why I got the towel there to soak up that water. And there we go. Now I'll cut in half. Now we gotta clean the inside. Now I can turn this a little bit here, get the inside with my little whirligig. The inside of this one. Scrape around the outside, make sure there's no burrs on it. That feels good. Do the same thing with this upper one. Feels good. So now, dry it off from the water. Put some cleaner primer on it. Get both pieces really good. Let that dry for just a couple of seconds. And then this is the tea that we're going to be putting in. We've already got it primed. Now we just need some glue. We'll go inside, inside, the outside of this one, and the outside of this one. A bit on the inside of the pipe, so we'll just clean that off like that. Put this one on, twist it just like that. Take this one, pull it up just like that. Give it a little twist. And there we got that tea on there. Clean off some of the excess. All right. And there is that tea there. So, now we're going to measure where the pipe is, and we'll mark it on the drywall so we can cut a hole in the drywall and slip the drywall over the pipe. And hopefully this will work out just fine. So we're about 7.5 inches that way. We're about 3.5 inches that way. Okay, before I mount the drywall up there, I'm going to be putting a piece of scrap wood just back behind this joint. Something sort of like this. And I'll put a couple screws in it to hold it in place. I just want to be able to push and twist on this pipe when I glue it together. And I don't want to have to fight it, so I'll just put these screws in there. I'm not going to drive the screw all the way in because I don't want to punch it through on the other side and into the bathtub area. Just something like that. Just enough to hold it in place. what I'm going to do is I've got some scrap pieces of wood I'm going to put back behind the drywall, something like this to hold the, well, something to screw the drywall to. Otherwise it's just going to be here flopping around. It's going to crack the seam. And put one there. Yeah, we'll just put one in the middle here. I think that'll be good. Yeah, I think that'll work. And these are just scrap pieces of wood that I've had laying around. I always hold on to scrap wood, because you never know when you could use a piece. Something like that. Now I've got wood to mount the drywall to. Because I'm going to mark it. Well, I know where the boards are here. Here is a beam in the wall, so I'm just going to mark it right here, so I know where it is. I don't miss it with the screws. Just got to make sure to stay away from this. And luckily they put steel sleeves through the wood to guide the wire through to protect it. So hopefully that'll keep me from poking into it. So now we'll mount the drywall up, see how she fits. Just like that. That is perfect. We'll just mount the drywall on that. Just like that. Perfect. Make sure that screw head's below, so when we putty over it, you don't see it. There we go. Put one down at this corner. A little deeper. There we go. There we go. Now, let's clean this pipe off, and we'll get the last section of the piping on here, and then we can turn the water back on and check it for leaks. And here's a good luck with it not leaking back behind. I don't believe it will, but we'll know because we'll be able to hear it. All right, cleaner. Even though it's already got the primer on it, we cleaned it. I'm going to put a little more on there. It's a little on drywall, no big deal. We're going to prime and paint it after we get done. Come on, get on there. This ready. We've already got the back side of this 90 that's going on there primed, so all we got to do is glue both places and we'll be ready to seal it together. So we'll put some in on the inside, put some on the outside, Just like that. And now we'll just like that. Now we'll hold it there for just a little bit because I don't have the supports back behind it yet. All right, now that the glue has had time to dry, I'm going to be laying a board back behind here to help support it because it is just PVC. So we're going to be mounting something like this. Yeah, I think that'll work right there. Get some screws. The other end. Just like that. And what I'm going to do to support it is I've got these electrical clamps that I'm going to be placing a couple of them on here and there to help support that pipe. So let's get that on. Put any pressure on the pipe, it's just to hold the pipe in place. So let's get another screw. Put one down here. Like that. If it's an issue with it moving back and forth, which it shouldn't be that much, we'll tackle that. We'll just put some shims or something in between there. Okay, we're going to put one more piece of board. Let me turn it just a little bit. I'm going to put one right down here on the end because we're going to be messing with the hose on this end and I don't want it flopping around like it is now. So put a couple of screws in there. We don't even need a couple screws, we'll just put one screw in there because there's not going to be any pressure on it. Get another clamp here. Just like that. And there we have it. It's all in place. Make sure the valve still works. And it does. That's a good thing. Now we will go turn on the water and check for leaks.